Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is I am an IB Theater 2 student, and I'd like to introduce you to our production of The Merchant of Venice. This play happens to be really complex, where we have two worlds that intertwine into one as the play progresses. And before the play begins, I'd like to mention a few housekeeping details. One, please make sure to turn off all your electronics, including phones and cameras. I know that sometimes people may take out their phones to look at the time, but it's really distracting to other audience members. Secondly, I'd like to inform you that the play is being videographed and there have been pictures taken throughout the production. So there's no need to take cameras out to do that. Also, I'd like to ask you guys to leave the aisles clear because there are entrances and exits throughout the show. And lastly, I'd like to inform you that there will be a 10-minute intermission after the second act and a reception at the end of the play. Please enjoy the show.
In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say wearies you. How I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff is made or whereof it is born. I have to learn. Such a want with sadness makes of me, that I have much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean. There, where your Argosy so portly sail. Believe me, sir, when I set venture forth, the better part of my affections would be if my hopes abroad. I should be still, plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. And every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures, out of doubt would make me sad.
My wind cooling my broth would blow me to an auger when I thought what a wind too great at sea might do. Should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone and not be thinking me straight of dangerous rocks which touching but my gentle vessel side would scatter all her spices on stream, enrobing the roaring water with myself? Shall I like the thought that such a thing would chance would make Antonio sad? But them not me, I know. Antonio said to think of on his merchandise.
Believe me, no. Now I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not to one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole estate on the fortune of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why, then you are not.
Fine.
Not in love neither? Then let us say you're sad because you're not married, and for it's easy for you to laugh and leave than say you're married because you're not sad.
Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. Ragione Lorenzo. Fare you well. We leave you with better company.
I would have stayed till I may be married, if worthier friends have not prevented me.
Your word is very dear, my regard. I take it. Your business goes upon you, and you embrace your creator to the point.
Good morning, my lords. It's Senor's vote. When shall we laugh? You grow exceedingly strange. Must it be so?
We will make our leisure to attend yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. It is dinner time, I pray you. Have in mind where we must meet.
I will not fail you. Senor Antonio, you look not well. You have too much respect upon the world. They do lose it them that provide with much care.
I hold the world, but as the world Graziano, a stage where every man must play a part. And mine, a sad one.
Then let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine, and my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man, whose blood is warm within, sit like a grandsire cut in alabaster? I tell thee one, Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. But there are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like scaling pond, and those should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I open my lips, let no dog bark. I'll tell thee more of this another time. Fare you well, Lorenzo. On my instruction after dinner.
We'll leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, for Graziano never lets me speak.
Keep me company but 2 more years. Thou shalt not know the sound of that long tongue.
Is that anything now?
That sound speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat and 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search.
Well, tell me now, what lady is this to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of?
It is not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate, nor do I now make moan, but my cheek cares to come greatly at all from the debts that I do owe. To you, Antonio, I owe the most, in money and in love, and from your love, I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes. How to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray you, Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stands as you yourself still do, within the eye of honor, my person, my excellence means like all unlock to your occasion.
In my school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot this fellow of the selfsame flight, the selfsame way with more advised watch to find the other fourth. And by adventuring both, I oft found both. I urge this childhood proof, because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and, like a willful youth, that which I always lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow that same way which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt, as I will watch my aim, to find both and bring your gamble back to you again.
You know me well, and herein spend but time to whine about my love with circumstance. So do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed unto it, therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left, and she is fair in that word. Her name is Portia, I confess my love, nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth. Many suitors come in quest of her. Oh my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place of Belmont.
Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea, neither I have money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore, go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do, that shall be racked even to the uttermost, to furnish thee to Belmont, to fair Portia.
Is it not hard? My little body is so weary of this great world.
You would be sick, madam, if only in miseries were to send abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet, for what I see, they are as sick that serve you with too much, as those that serve with nothing. It is no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated with me. Superfluity comes sooner, by like air. Good competency lives longer.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They will be better if well followed.
To do were as easy as to know what were good to do. Chapels have been churches, and poor men's cottages, princes' palaces. I can easier teach plenty what were good to do than be one of the plenty to follow my own teaching. The brain may devise the law of blood, but a hot temper leaps over a cold decree. But this is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh, me, the word choose! I can neither choose who I would nor refuse who I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter preferred by the will of a dead father? Is it not hard, Narissa, that I can neither choose one nor refuse one?
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men in the dead have good inspirations. Therefore, glory that he had devised in those two chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof whoever chooses me and chooses you will, with no doubt, chosen by any rightly the one who shall rightly love. With what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princes' suitors that are already come?
I will describe them, and according to my description, level up my affection. I pray you, overname thee.
First, there's a Neapolitan prince.
Nay, that's a colt indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse. I am much afeard, lady, his mother played false with the smith.
Then there's a
he doth nothing but frown. I'm much afeard, lady, he will prove the weeping philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmanly sadness in his youth. I'd rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of them. God defend me of these two.
How like you the no, you still live.
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but he is every man and no man. When the throstle sing, he falls straight a capering. He would fence in his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands.
Say to Falconbridge, the Emperor of England.
Most vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. When he is best, he's a little worse than a man, and when he's worse, he's a little better than a beast.
How like you the young German that it was Saxon instead?
You know we do not speak much, for I do not understand him, nor him me. He speaks not Italian, French, nor Latin, and he would go to the court and swear that I have a penny's worth in the English. He is a pretty man's picture, but how oddly is he suited? He bought his doublet in Germany, his round hose in France, and his bonnet in Italy, and his behavior everywhere.
He should offer to choose and choose the right. He should refuse to perform your father's will. He should refuse to accept it.
For fear of the worst, set a deep glass of Rhenish wine on the contrary casket. For if the devil be within and the temptation without, I know he will choose it. I'll do anything, Nerissa, ere I be married to a sponge.
You need not declare, lady, of having any of the suitors. They have acquainted me with their determinations, which is, indeed, to return to their home and trouble you with no more suit unless you may be won by some other sword that involves the position, depending on castles.
Well, if I lived to be as old as Sibylla, I should die as chaste as I am, unless I be obtained by the matter of my father's will. I am glad this parcel of words is so reasonable, for there is not one among them I dote his very absence. God grant them a fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar and a soldier that came hither in company of Marquis de Montferrat?
I do. His name was Bassanio, so I think he was called.
True, madam. He, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the best authority for a lady.
I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. How now? What news?
The 5 strangers seek for you men who take their leave, and there is a forerunner come from the sick, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince's master will be here tonight.
Well, if I could bid the 6th as welcome with so good a heart as I could bid the other 5 farewell, I shall be glad of his approach. If he has the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I'd rather he shrive me than wise me. Come, Nerissa. Ursula, go before. As we go, close the gates on one door, another one knocks at the door.
$3,000. Well.
Aye, sir, for 3 months.
For 3 months. Well.
For the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well.
May you stead me, will you pleasure me, shall I know your answer?
$3,000 for 3 months and Antonio bound.
Your answer to that?
Antonio's a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he's a good man is to have you understanding that he is sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound to Tripolis, another to the Indies. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto, a third at England, a fourth from Mexico, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but holes, sailors but men. There be land rats and water thieves and land thieves, I mean pirates. And then there is the peril of waters, winds, and rocks. The man is, notwithstanding, sufficient. $3,000. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured of it, and that I may be assured.
Oh, if it please you dine with us?
Yes, to smell pork, to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazareth conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so follow. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. What news from your altar? Who is he who comes here?
Ah, this is Senor Antonio.
How like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for he is a Christian. But more for that in low simplicity, he lends out money gratis, and brings down the rate of usance here in Venice. If I can catch him once on the hip, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear on him. He hates our sacred nation, and he rails on me, my bargains, and my well-won thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive it.
Shylock, do you hear?
I am debating in my present story, and by the mere guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross 3,000 ducats. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, shall furnish me. But soft, how many months do you desire? Rest you fairly, Senor, for your worship is the last man in armies.
Shylock, although I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the right wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months?
I forgot, you had told me so. Well then let me see. But here you, I thought you said you need to lend nor borrow from advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob graces unto Lady sheep, that Jacob of our holy Abram
And
was.
what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest, not as you would say. Directly interest, Parker Jacob did. The skillful shepherd thrived, and thrift is blessed if men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for, a thing not in his power for him to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hands of heaven. Was this incident to make interest look good, or is it for the gold and silver hoops and round?
I cannot tell, I make it breed as fast. But note me, senor.
Pardon this, Bassanio. The devil can't cite scripture for his purpose, and he will soul producing holy witness. It's like a venom with a smiling cheek. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. What a goodly outside falsehood have.
3,000 ducats is a good round sum. For 3 months out of 12. Well then, let me see. The rates.
Shylock, shall we be beholden to you?
Signor Antonio, many a time and oft in the Rialto, you have rated me about my moneys and my uselessness. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, since sufferance is a badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish government, and all for use of that which is mine own. Why then, it now appears you need my help, you that did void your room upon my beard, and foot me as you would a stranger cur over your threshold. Money's is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible that a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low, and in a bondsman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this? Fair sir, you spit on me once in last, you spurned me such a day, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much money.
I was like to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, and to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not us to thy friends, for when did friendship take a iron drink for metal of his friend?
Why, look you, how you storm. I would be friends with you, and have your love. Supply your prison wants, take no tort of uses for my life. And you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go with me to another. Seal me there your single bond. And, in a fairy sport, if you're paying me not on such a day, in such a place, such summer sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated by an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken from what part of your body pleases me.
Confident faith, I'll seal to such a bond and say there is much kindness in the
You
Jews.
shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'll rather dwell in my necessity.
Why? Fear not, man. I will not forfeit it. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect to return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teach them suspect the thoughts of others. Pray, tell me this. If he should break his day, what shall I gain by the exaltation of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh, taken from a man, is not so estimable, profitable neither, as flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. By his favor, I extend this friendship. If you take it, so. If not, adieu. And for my love I pay you wrong me not.
Shylock, I will seal this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction for this very bond, and I will go with purse tucket straight. See to my house, left in the fearful garden on 15 acres, and presently I will be with you.
I do gentle Jew. The Hebrew wolves are mercy, the rose kind.
Like not fair terms in the villain's mind.
Why? In this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day.
shadows gleam and burst sun. Bring me the fairest creature who are not forborn. Let us make incision for your love to proof with blood as red as keys of mine. I tell the lady, this suspect of mine has fairer by my love, I swear. The best regarded version of all climate love it too. I wouldn't change this here.
In terms of choice, I'm not solely led by nice direction of the maiden's eye. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not hedged me and scamped me to yield myself by his wife, yourself, her noble prince, stood as fair as any word that has yet come from my affection.
But I thank you, therefore I pray you, leave me to cast this to try my fortune. This scimitar that slew the suffocated Persian prince. I would have stared at eye that look. I'll break the heart most darling on the earth. Yeah, mock the lion when he roars for prey, to win the lady. But alas, and so may I, blunt fortune leading me to leave the chance to get you, and after to die.
You must take your chance. And swear before you choose. If you do choose wrong, never to speak to a lady in the way of marriage afterwards. Therefore be advised.
Or will not bring me to my chance.
First, forward to the temple, and after dinner you can come to Hazard to make your choice.
Fortune then, which may be better in my manner.
Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. The fiend is at mine elbow and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo, Lancelet, Gobbo, good Lancelet, use your legs, take start, run away. Well, my conscience says, no, take heed, honest Lancelet, take heed, honest Gobbo. Or as apposite, honest Lancelet, Gobbo, do not run, scorn running with thy heels. Well, the most courageous fiend bids me pack. Fire, says the fiend, away, says the fiend, for the heavens rouse in the great mind, says the fiend, and run. While my conscience, hanging about the neck of my heart, says very wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelet, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son. Well, my conscience says, Lancelet, stand out. Budge, says he. Hush up, says my conscience. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. And to be ruled by the fiend, I should run away from the Jew. Certainly the Jew is the very devil incarnation. And my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience. To offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew? The fiend gives the more friendly counsel. I will run, fiend. My heels are at command. I will run.
Master, young man, you, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews?
Oh heavens, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand-blind, knows me not. I will try confusions.
Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews?
Turn upon your right hand at the next turn, by the next turn roll on your left. Marry at the very next turn, turn on no hand, and turn down indirectly to the Jew's house.
Oh, by God, Santis, 'twill be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me if one Lancelet that dwell with him or no?
Talk of your master?
No master, sir, but a poor man's son. His father, though I say it, is an exceeding honest, poor man. And God be thanked, well to live.
Well, let his father be what will. We talk of young master Lancelet.
Lancelet, and it please your mastership.
Talk not of
gentleman is indeed deceased, or as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven.
Oh, God forbid! The boy was the very staff of my age, my very prop.
Do I look like a hobble post, a staff, or a prop? Do you know me, Father?
Oh, I know you not, young gentleman. But I pray you, tell me, is my son, God rest his soul, dead or alive?
Give me your blessing. Truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hid long. A man's son may, but at length truth will out.
Pray you, sir, stand up. I am sure you are not my boy, Lancelet.
I pray you, let's have no more fooling about it. I am Lancelet, your boy that was, your son that is, and your child that shall be.
I cannot think you are my son.
I know not what I shall think of that, but I know Marjorie, your wife, is my mother.
Her name is Marjorie indeed. I'll be sworn, if thou be Lancelet, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Oh, Lord, what a beard hast thou got. Thou hast more hair on thy chin than Dobbin my field horse has on his tail.
It should seem then that Dobbin's tail grows backwards, for I'm sure he had more hair on his tail the last time I saw him.
How art thou changed? Tell me, how do thou and thy master agree? I brought him a present. How agree you now?
My master's a very Jew. Give him a present. Give him a halter. I am famished in his service. You can tell every finger I have with my ribs. Father, I am glad you're come. Give your present to my master, Bassanio, who indeed gives rare new liveries. For if I send not him, I will run as far as God as any ground. Rare fortune. Here comes the man. To him, Father, for I'm a Jew if I serve a Jew any longer.
You may do so, but let it be so hasty that supper be ready at the furthest by 5 o'clock. See these letters delivered, put my livers to making, and desire your Graziano to come on to my lodging.
To him, Father.
God bless your worship.
Gramercy. Could stop off with me?
Here is my son, a poor boy.
No, not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jew's man. That was, sir.
He hath an infection, as one would say, sir, to serve.
Indeed, the short and the long is I serve the Jew and have a desire, as my father shall specify.
He and his master, saving your worship's reverence, are scarce pater peasants.
One speak for both, what would you?
Serve you, sir.
That be the very defect of the matter, sir.
I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. Shylock thy master spoke with me this day, and hath preferred thee. If it be preferment to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman.
The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough.
Thou speakst it well. Go, father, with thy son, take leave of thy old master, and inquire my lodging out. Give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done.
Well, if any man in Italy have a fair table, Woodstock offered to swear upon a book. If fortune be a woman, she's a good wench for this gear. Come, father, I'll take my leaving the Jew in a twinkle of an eye.
Take on this, good Leonardo. Return in haste, for I do feast tonight. My best esteemed acquaintance. Heidi, go.
My best endeavor shall be done herein.
Where is your master?
Yonder, sir, he wants.
Signor Bassanio,
Graziano,
I have a suit to you.
you have obtained it.
You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont.
Why, then you must, but hear thee, Graziano, thou art too wild, too rude and bold a voice. Hearts that become thee happy enough, and such as ours appear not false, but where thou art not known, why there, they show something too liberal. Take pain to allay with some cold drops of honesty, thy skipping spirit. Less do their well behavior, I lose my hopes.
Hear me, Bassanio. If I do not put on the sober habit, talk with respect, and swear, but now and then. Wear prayer books in my pocket. Look demurely. Nay more, and while grace is saying, put mine eyes, and thus with my hat, sigh and say Amen. Use odd servants of civility, like one in sad Austin, to please his grandam, never trust me more.
We shall see you there.
Nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what we do tonight.
No, that were pity. I would rather entreat you to put on your fullest suit of mirth, for we have friends that purpose merriment. But fare you well, I have some business.
Aye, and I must learn to spend the rest. I will visit you at supper time.
And thou, so merry devil, didst rob it of some taste of tediousness. But fare thee well, there is a duck for thee. And Lancelet, soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, who is thy new master's guest. Give him this letter, do it secretly, and so farewell. I would not have my father see me talk of thee.
Adieu, most beautiful pagan, most sweet Jew. If a Christian do not play the knave and get thee, much to see. But adieu, these foolish drops do something round my manly spirit. Adieu.
Farewell, good Lancelet. Alack, what heinous sin it is in me to be ashamed to be my father's child. But though I am daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners. Oh, Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife, become a Christian, and thy loving wife.
Nay, nay. We will slink away in supper time. Disguise us at my lodging and return. All in an hour.
We have not made good preparations.
We have not spoken of Troyberries yet.
'Tis vile, unless it may be quaintly ordered, and better in my mind, not undertook.
It's now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish us. Friend Lancelet, what's the news?
And it shall please you to break up this exhausting business.
I know the hand. In faith, 'tis a fair hand. And whiter than the paper is writ on is the fair hand that writ.
Love news in faith.
By your leave, sir.
Whither goest thou?
To bid my old master the Jew to supper with my new master the Christian.
Hold here. Take this. O gentle Jessica will not fail. Speak it privately. Go. Gentlemen, will you prepare you for this mass tonight? I'm provided with a torchbearer.
Hey, Mary, I'll be gone about it straight.
And so will I.
It is good we do so.
Was, not that letter from fair Jessica?
I must needs tell thee of. She hath directed how I shall take her from my father's house, what golden jewels she is furnished with, what page's suit she hath in readiness. If e'er the Jew her father come to heaven, it will be for his dead daughter's sake. Come, go with me. Peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica shall be my torchbearer.
Well, thou shalt see. Thy eye shall be thy judge. The difference between old Shylock and his son. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. What, Jessica? And sleep and snore, and rend apparel out. Why, Jessica, I say.
Why, Jessica, I say.
Who bids thee call? I do not bid thee call.
Your worship was wont to tell me I could do nothing without bidding.
Call you? What is your will?
I'm bid forth to supper, Jessica. There are my keys. But wherefore should I go? I'm not bound for love. They flatter. But yet, I'll go in hate to feed upon the prodigal Christian. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. I'm right loath to go. There's some ill brewing towards my rest, for I did dream of money next.
I beseech you, sir, go. My young master doth expect your reproach.
So do I his.
I will not say that you shall see a mask, but if you do, it was not for nothing that my nose fell bleeding last Monday last.
What? Are there masks? Hear you me, Jessica. Lock up my doors. And when you hear the drum, clamber not up to the casements then, or thrust your head into the public street to gaze upon Christian fools with varnished faces. But stop my hunter's ears. I mean my casement, that not the sound of shallow foppery enter my sober house. By Jacob's staff I swear, I have no mind of feasting for tonight. But I will go. Go you before me, Sarah. Sarah will come.
I will go before, sir. Mistress, look out the window for all this. Will come a Christian by. Will be worth the Jewess's eye.
What says that fool of Haggard's offspring, how?
His words were, farewell, mistress, nothing else.
The patch is kinder, but a huge fear. Snail slow in profits, and he sleeps by day more than the wild cat. Drones hide not with me. Therefore, I part with him, and part with him to one that would have him help to waste his borrowed purse. Well, Jessica, go in. Perhaps I'll return immediately. Do as I bid you. Shut the doors after you. Fast fine, fast fine. Proverb never stale in a thrifty mind.
Farewell. And if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you, a daughter, lost.
This is the penthouse into which Lorenzo desired us to make stand.
His hour is almost past.
Ah, and it is marvel he outgoes his hour, for lovers ever run before the clock.
Oh, 10 times faster Venus's pigeons fly, to see a love spawn's new mate, than there once, to keep a blushed faith unfortified.
But ever holds, who riseth from the feast with that keen appetite that he sits down?
Here comes Lorenzo, more of his hereafter.
Your friends, your patience for my long abode. Not I've made you wait. When you shall please play the thieves for wives, I'll wait as long for you then. Approach. Here dwells my father Jew. Ho! Who's within?
Who are you? Tell me for more certainty, albeit I'll swear that I do know your tongue.
Lorenzo. And thy love.
Lorenzo, certainly my love indeed, for who love I so much. And now who knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours.
Heaven and thy thoughts are with us that hour.
Here, catch this casket. It is worth the pains. I'm glad this night you do not look on me. I am much ashamed of my exchange. But love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies they themselves commit. For, if they could, Cupid himself would blush, seeing thus transformed to a boy.
Descend, for you must be my torchbearer.
What? Must I hold a candle to my shade? They themselves are two lights. Why, 'tis an opposite discovery, love, and I should do experience.
So are you, sweet, even in the lovely garment of a boy. But come at once. The close night doth play the runaway, and we are stayed for at Bassanio's feast.
I'll gild myself with some more depths and be with you straight.
By my hood, a gentle and no Jew.
Beshrew me, but I love her heartily. For she is wise, if I may judge of her, and fair she is, if that mine eyes be true. And true she is, as she hath proved herself. And so, like herself, wise, fair, and true, shall she be placed in my constant soul. What?
on, gentlemen. Away.
Our masking mates by this time for us dead.
Who's there?
Signor Antonio,
5-5, Bassanio. It's 9 o'clock. Our friends all stay for you. No, master, tonight. The wind has come about. Bassanio will presently go aboard. I have sent 20 to seek out for you.
I desire no more delight to be under sail and gone tonight.
Draw the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now, make your choice.
What's that this golden casket? Which others me shall give what many men desire. What's that this silver? Which others me shall get as much as he deserves. Which others me must give and hazard all he hath. But how shall I know if I do choose right?
One of them contains my picture, Prince. If you choose that, I am yours for all.
Some can direct my judgment. Let me see. I'll read the inscriptions back again. What's that this Latin casket? Which others me must give and hazard all he has. Must give for what? For lad? Hazard for lad. A golden mine stoops never shows of dross. I'll give nor hazard all for lad. What's that this silver with this burning hue? Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Prince of Morocco? Why, that's the lady. And to invert this circle with all this greeting and Jews at night. What else? Top benches here. What's that this golden? Who chooses me shall give what many men desire. What many desire. That's Portia. All the world desires her. From four corners of the earth this come to kiss the shrine. This mortal breathing queen. Simple stuff. Never salute to them. Humility. Here virtues and they are great.
Here it is, and if my form lies there, I'm yours.
Oh hell, what have we here? An eternal gas with empty eye. There is a script, I'll read it. All that glitters is in gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life has sold. But my heart say to behold, gilded tones do worms enfold. Had you been as white as gold, young in looks, in judgment old, your answer hadn't been enthralled. Very well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labor lost. Fire will heal, and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I need to hide my feelings, which were really catch sight.
Draw the curtains, go. Let all of his complexions choose himself.
I never heard a passion so confused as a dog chewed dinner in the streets. My daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, oh my Christian ducats. Why, all the men in Venice followed him, crying, his stones, his daughter, and his ducats. The villain Jew without Christ raised the Duke, who went with him to search Bassanio's ship.
He came too late. The ship was under sail. A white man I saw Bassanio under sail. With him, Graziano gone along, and I'm sure in their ship Lorenzo is not. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke that they were not with Bassanio in his ship.
I hope Antonio looks he keeps his day, or he will pay for this.
A kind gentleman treads not dear. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. He answered, do not so. Slubber not business for my sake, Bassanio, and for the Jew's bond which he hath of me, let it not enter your mind of law. And with the affections wondrous, he wrung Bassanio's hand, and so they parted.
Think he only loves the world for him. I pray you, let's go and find him out, and quicken his embrace of him with some delight or other.
Do we so?
Come, quick, I pray thee, draw the curtains straight. The Prince of Aragon has taken his oath, and comes to his election presently. Behold, there stand the caskets. If you choose the one where them contained, straight shall nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail, without further speech, you must be gone hence immediately, my lord.
I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. First, never to unfold to anyone which casket toes I chose. Next, if I fail to write a casket, never in my life to woo maiden way of marriage. Lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone.
To these injunctions everyone doth swear when they come to hazard for my worthless son.
And so have I addressed thee. Fortune now to my heart's hope. Gold, silver, and base lead. Who chooseth me must give in hazard all he hath. You shall look fair ere I give her hazard. What says the golden chest? Let me see. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire. That many may be meant by the full multitude that choose by show, not learning more than the fondi doth teach, which prize not to the interior, but like the marble filts in the weather on the outward wall, even in the force and road of casualty, I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump with common spirits and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. Why then, to thee? Thou silver treasure house, tell me once more what title thou dost bear. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. And well said too. For who shall go about to cousin Portia and be honorable without the stamp of merit? Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. Oh, that states, degrees, and offices were not derived corruptly, and that clear honor were purchased by the merit of the wearer. How many then should cover that stand bare? How many be commanded that command? How much will peasantry with them be gleaned from the true seed of honor, and how much honor picked from the shape and ruin of the times to be new varnished? Well, it's my choice. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will listen. Give me a key for this and instantly unlock my fortunes here.
still uncause for what you find here.
What is here? The portrait of a blinking idiot sending me a schedule. I will read it. How much alike are thou to Portia? How much alike my hopes and my deservings? Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. Did I deserve no more than a fool's head? Is that my price, or my deserts no better?
Defendant and judge are distinct offices and opposing natures.
What is here? The fire 7 times tried this, 7 times tried that. Judgment is that it never choose amiss. Some there be that shadows kiss, such have but a shadow's bliss. There be fools alive by wis. Silvered o'er, and so is this. Take what wife you will to bed. I will ever be your head, so be gone you are sped. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one whose head I came to woo, but I go away with 2. Sweet adieu, I'll keep my oath, patiently to bear my wrath. Wrath.
There has the candle singed them off. Oh, these deliberate fools, when you do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose.
But an ancient saying is no heresy. Hang thee wiving. Goes by destiny.
Draw the curtains, come, Marissa. Madam, there is a young nation at your gate, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he brings courteous breath and gifts of rich value. Yet so likely an ambassador of love I have not seen, to show how costly summer was at hand, as this forest bird comes before his lord. I pray you no more for today.
Bassanio, Lord Lover, thine will be.
Now, what news on the Rialto?
Why it lived there and checked that the good Antonio had the ship on the recent heresies of the English and French.
I reasoned with a Frenchman yesterday, who told me that miscarried a vessel of our country, richly fraught. I thought upon Antonio when he told me. I wished in silence that it were not his.
But it is true that the good Antonio has lost the ship of the heresies of the French and English.
I would it might prove him of his losses.
Let me say amen 3 times. Let the devil cross my prayers, for here he comes, in the likeness of a Jew. How now, Shylock? What news among the merchants?
You know, none so well as you, my daughter's truth.
That's certain. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew withal.
My own flesh and blood to rebel.
There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and iron. More between your bloods than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But tell us, do you hear whether Antonio had any loss at sea or not?
There I have another bad match. A bankrupt who dares scarce show his head on the Rialto. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond.
Why, I'm sure. If he forfeit, thou wilt not take his flesh. What's that good for?
To bait fish with all. It will feed nothing else. It will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me $500,000. Laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled mine friends, heated mine enemies. And what's his reason? I a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt by the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer that a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I shall execute, and it shall go hard. But I will better the instruction.
Gentlemen, my master Antonio is at his house and desires to speak with you both.
We have been up and down to seek him.
A third. Here comes another betrayal. A third cannot be matched unless the devil himself turns Jew.
Hannah, what news from Genoa? Hast thou found my daughter?
I often came where I could hear of her, but cannot find her.
Why, there. A diamond gone. Cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. The curse never fell upon our nation till now. I never felt it till now. I would my daughter be dead at my foot, and the jewels at her ear. No news of them. Why, the loss upon loss. And no satisfaction, no revenge, nor no ill luck but lights on my shoulders.
Yes, other men have ill luck too. Antonio, as I heard, in Genoa.
What? Ill luck. Ill luck.
Hath an argosy cast away, coming from Tripos.
I thank God. It's true. It's true.
I spoke with some of the sailors that escaped the wreck.
I thank thee, good Tubal. Good news. Ha ha. Where? In Genoa.
Your daughter spent in Genoa. We one night, as I heard. 4 ducats.
Thou stickest a dagger. I will never see my gold again. 4 ducats.
There came tidings of Antonio's creditors in my company to Venice. They swear that he cannot choose but break.
I'm glad of it. I'll plague him. I'll torture him. I'm glad of it.
One of them showed me a ring that he had of your daughter for a monkey.
Out upon her. Thou torturest me, Tubal. It was my turquoise. I had it of Leo when I was a bachelor. I would not have traded it for a wilderness of monkeys.
But Antonio is certainly undone.
Nay, that's true. Go, Tubal. Feed me an officer. I will have the heart of him. For if he were out at Venice, I can make what merchandise I will. Go, good Tubal, and meet me at our synagogue. Go, good Tubal, at our synagogue. Go.
before you hazard. But I will be forsworn. So will I never be. Beshrew your eyes, they have overlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, and the other half yours, and so all yours. Oh, these naughty times put bars between the owners and their rights. So, though yours, not yours. Prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it, not I.
Let me
truths, for as I am, I live upon the rack.
Upon the rack, Bassanio, then confess what treason there is mingled in your love.
There may as well be amity in life between snow and fire as treason and my love.
Aye, you do speak upon the rack, wherein men aren't forced to speak anything.
Then promise me life, and I'll confess the truth.
Well then confess and live.
Confess and love had been the very sum of my confession. Will happy torment where my torture doth teach me answers for deliverance. But let me to my fortune and the caskets.
Away then. I'm often one of them, and if you do love me, you will find me out. Never send the rest. Stand all aloof. Let music sound while he doth make his choice. Then if you choose wrong, he will make a swan like and fading in music. But if you win, what is music then? Go Hercules, look how I live.
Tell me where is fancy wrecked, or in the hearts, or in the head, how begot, how nourished, it is engendered in the eyes, with gazing fed and fancy dies, in the cradle where it lies. Let us all bring fancies now. I'll begin it, I'll begin it, ding dong bell.
Be moderate, allay thy ecstasy.
So may the outward shows release themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament. In law, what please so tainted and corrupt, but being seasoned with the gracious voice, obscures the throat of evil. In religion, what damned in its brow will bless and approve it with a text. Thus, ornament is but a gallant shore to the most dangerous sea, ain't a word. Seeming truth which cunning times put on to entrap the vices, therefore, thou gaudy bull, hard food for Midas, I will none of thee, nor none of thee thou pale and common drudge, between man and man but thou meager lead, which rather threatens than does promise me aught. Thy paleness moves me more than eloquence, and here choose I, joy be the consequence. What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Yet look how the shadow doth from behind the substance. Ah, here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortunes. You that choose not by the view, chance as fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll, fair lady. By your leave, I come by note, given to receive. Still gazing in a doubt whether these pills of praise be mine or no, until confirmed, signed, ratified by you.
You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. Though I would not be ambitious in my wish alone, yet to wish myself much better, yet for you, I will be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich. Myself and what is mine is now converted to you and yours. I was the lord of this fair mansion, the master of these servants, and queen over myself. And now this mansion, these servants, and myself, I give thee with this ring, which if thou parts from lose or give away, our love shall be ruined.
Heaven, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins, where every something, being blent together, turns to all of nothing. Save of joy, expressed and not expressed. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. So then be bold to say, Bassanio's dead.
My lord and lady, it is now our time. Cast it by Good joy, my lord and lady.
My lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish, for I am sure that you can wish none from me. And when your honors do solemnize the bargain of your faith, well then, even I may be married too.
With all my heart, so I can say a wife.
I thank your lordship, for you have got me one. But my eyes can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I love. With oaths of love, I woo her until I sweat again, and sweat until my very roof was dry. I've got a promise of this fair one here, to have her love provided that your fortune achieve your mistress.
Is this true, Nerissa? Madam is so simply below.
And do you gonna tell me good faith?
Yes, faith, my lord.
Our fee shall be much honored in your marriage.
We'll play with them the first boy for 1,000 ducats.
Why, stay down.
No, we shall ne'er win at that split and stake down. Oh, but who comes here? Lorenzo and his infidel. Hi, my good Venetian friend, Saverio.
I've been my very friends and countrymen. Sweet Portia, welcome.
So do I. Very welcome indeed.
I thank your honor. For my part, my lord, my purpose was not to have seen you here. But meeting with Salerio, by the way, he didn't entreat me, asking us all saying nay, to come with him along.
I did, my lord, and I have reason for it. Signor Antonio commends him to you.
Here I open his letter. I pray, tell me how my good friend doth.
Not sick, my lord, unless it be in mind, nor well, unless in mind. His letter there will tell you his estate.
Nerissa, cheer young stranger. Bid her welcome. Here, Count Salerio, with news from Venice. I'm sure they will be glad of our success, for we are the Jasons, and we have won the fleece.
I would you had won the fleece that he had lost. There's some shrewd contents that's to the color of Bassanio's cheek. I'm half you, and everything that same paper brings you, I shall have as well.
Sweet Portia, when I did first impart my love to you, I freely told you. All the wealth I had running in my veins, I was a gentleman. And yet, dear lady, you shall see how much I was a braggart. I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing, for, indeed, I have engaged myself to my dear friend. Engaged my friend to his mere enemy to feed my needs. Here is a letter, lady. The paper has the body of my friend, and every word in it a gaping wound issuing black blood. But is it true, Salerio? Have all his ventures failed from Tripolis, from Mexico, England, India, and not one vessel escaped?
Not one, my lord. Besides, it should appear that if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of a man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. He plies the Duke at morning and at night, and doth impeach the freedom of state, if they deny him justice. 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and the magnificos of greatest court have all persuaded with him. But none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture of justice in his bond. When I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and to Chus, his countrymen, that he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of his son that he did owe him. And I know, my lord, if power, authority, and law deny him not, it shall go hard with poor Antonio. Is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble?
The dearest friend to me, the kindest man, and one in whom the Roman honor more appears than any that draws breath in Italy.
What owes he to do?
For me, 3,000 ducats.
What? No more? Pay him 6,000 and deface the bond. Double 6,000 and then treble that. But first, before you take your leave, come to church and call me wife, and then be off to save your friend in Venice. Nerissa and I shall live as maids and widows until you come back. May I see your letter of your friend?
Sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried, my creditors grow cruel, my state is very low. My bond to the Jew is forfeit, and since in paying it, it is impossible I should live. All debts are clear between you and I. If I might but see you at my death, if your love do not persuade you to come, let not my letter.
Oh, love, dispatch all business and be gone.
Since I have your good leave to go away, I will make haste. But till I come again, no bed shall e'er be guilty of my stay. No rest be interposed betwixt us twain.
Not supposed to. Not while they're performing. Like working.
Jailer, look to it. Tell me not of mercy. This is the fool that lent out money gratis. Jailer, look to it.
Shylock.
I'll have my bond. Speak not against my bond. Thou callest me a dog before thou hadst a cause. But since I am a dog, beware my fangs. The Duke shall grant me justice. Hear me speak. I'll have my bond. I will not hear thee speak. I will have my bond, and therefore speak no more. I will not be made a soft and dull-eyed fool to shake the head and relent and sigh and yield to Christian intercessors. Follow not. I'll have no more speaking. I will have my bond.
It is the most impenetrable cur that ever kept with men. Let him alone. I'll follow him no more in bootless prayers. He seeks my life, his reason, well I know. I have delivered his forfeitures, many that have at times made known to me. Therefore, he hates me. I'm sure the Duke will never grant his forfeiture to hold. The Duke cannot deny the course of law, for the commodity that strangers have with us in Venice, if it be denied, will much impeach the justice of the state. Since that the trade and profit of the city consisteth of all nations. Therefore go. These griefs and losses have so weighted me that I shall hardly spare a pound of flesh tomorrow to my bloody creditor. Well, journey on. Pray God, Bassanio, come see me face dead, and then I care not.
Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and a true conceit, godlike enmity, which appears most strongly in bearing thus the absence of your lord. But if you knew to whom you show such honor, how true a gentleman you send relief, I know you would be prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce it.
We shall be in a monastery nearby, that's where we will abide. I commit to you the husbandry and manage of my house.
Madam, with all my heart, I shall obey you in all fair commands.
My servants already know my mind. They will acknowledge you and Jessica as myself and Bassanio. Very well.
Fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you.
I wish your ladyship all hearts content. Pray that back on you, Jessica. Very well. So, I have found you ever trustworthy. Take this and bring it to Padua as fast as you can. I will be there before you. Madam, I go with all convenience to you. Clarissa, you know I have work you may yet not have. We shall go to Venice and be dressed in manner. We shall see our husbands before they think of us.
Well, shall they see us?
They shall see us, being acquainted with what they think we lack. I'll tell you the rest on the way. Come, we have to travel 20 miles today.
Yes, truly, for look you, the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Therefore I promise ye, I fear
I shall grow jealous of you shortly, Lancelet, if you thus get my wife into corners.
Nay, you need not fear us, Lorenzo. Lancelet and I are apt. He tells me flatly there's no mercy for me in heaven, because I am a Jew's daughter. And he says you are no good member of the Commonwealth, for in converting Jews to Christians, you raise the price of pork.
Go in, sir. I'm bid to prepare for dinner.
That is done, sir. They all have stomachs.
Goodly Lord, what a wit snapper are you. I pray thee, understand a plain man in his plain English. Go to thy fellows, bid them cover the table, serve in the meat, and we will come in to dinner.
For the meat, sir, it shall be covered. For the table, sir, it shall be served. And for you coming into dinner, sir, let it be humorous, and conceit shall govern.
Every fool can play upon the word. How cheerest thou, Jessica? Do not, but sweet, say thy opinion. How dost thou like the Lord Bassanio's wife?
Why, if two gods should place in heavenly match, and on the wager lay 2 earthly women, and Portia one, there must be something wrong with the other, for the poor rude world hath not her fellow.
Even as a husband hast thou with me as she is for a wife.
Nay, but ask me my opinion too of that.
I will anon. First, let us go to dinner.
Nay, let me praise you while I have stepped.
No, pray thee, let it serve for table talk. Then, howsoever thou speakest, among other things, I shall digest it.
What is Antonio here? Ready, so please your grace. I am sorry for thee. Thou art come to answer a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch incapable of pity, void and empty from any German person. I have heard your grace is taking great pains to qualify his rigorous course, but since it stands obdurate, that no lawful means can carry me out of his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit, the very tyranny and braveries.
Go on, and call the Jew to the board.
He's ready at the door. He comes, my lord.
Darn every damn. Make room. Let them stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but less dispassion of thy malice to the last hour back, and then 'tis sought to show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty. And whereas now exacts the penalty, which is abound with this poor merchant's flesh, that will not only lose the forfeiture, but touch with human gentleness and love. Forgive him, I give the principle. A blood commiseration of his state, from brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks and Tartars, never trained to offices of tender courtesy. We'll expect a gentle answer to you. I have possessed your grace of what I purpose, and by our holy Sabbath I sworn to have the due and forfeit at my ball. If you deny me, let the danger light on your charter and your city's freedom. You'll ask me, why rather choose to have a way to carry and crush than to have 3,000 ducats? I'll not answer. But say, it is my humor. Is it answered? What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it big? What? Are you answered yet? So, can I give no answer, nor I will not, more than a lodged hate and a certain loathing that I bear Tony, that I follow thus a losing suit against you. Are you answered?
This is no answer that I'm feeling, man, to excuse the currents of thy cruelty.
I'm not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he would not kill.
Every offense is not a hate at first.
What? Wouldst thou have a serpent sting me twice?
I pray, think you question the Jew. You may as well just stand up on the beach and bid the main flood bathe his usual height. You may as well use question the wolf, why he hath made the ewe bleed for the lamb. You may as well do anything most hard as to seek to soften that, his Jewish heart. Therefore, I do beseech you, make no more offers, use no farther means, but without brief and plain conveniency, let me have the judgment and the Jew his will.
Here are 6,000 ducats.
If every ducat and 6,000 ducats were in 6 parts, and each part a ducat, I would not draw. I would have my bond.
How shalt thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread, doing no wrong? You have among you many a purchased slave, which, like your asses and your dogs and your mules, use in abject and in slavish parts, because you bought them. Shall I say to you, let them be free, marry them to your heirs? Why sweat they under burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours. You will answer, the slaves are ours. So do I answer you. The pound of flesh which I demand of him is dearly bought. 'Tis mine, and I will have it. If you deny me, fire upon your law. There is no force in the decrees of Venice. I stand for judgment. Answer, shall I have it?
Upon my power, I may dismiss this court, unless Delario, the learned doctor whom I have sent for to determine this, come here today.
My lord, your stays without a messenger with letters from the doctor who come from Padua.
Bring in the letter, call the messenger.
Cheer, Antonio. What man courage yet? The Jew shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all. Yet thou shalt lose for me one drop of blood.
I am attainted whether of the flock, meet us for death. The weakest kind of fruit drop earliest to the ground, and so let me. You cannot better be employed, Bassanio, than to live still and ride my neck as that. Came you from Padua, from Bellario?
From both, my lord. Bellario doth greet your grace.
Why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly?
Cut the forfeiture from that bankrupt.
Not on my soul, harsh Jew. Thy desires are wolfish, bloody, stark, and ravenous.
No, none that thou hast wit enough to make.
Oh, be thou damned execrable dog.
Till thou canst rail the seal from off my bond, thou art offenced thy loves to speak so loud. Repair thy heart, good youth, or to fall to cure this ruin. I stand here for law.
This letter from Bellario doth commend a young and learned doctor to our court. Where is he?
He attendeth here hard by. Know your answer, whether you admit him.
With all my heart. We'll give him courteous conduct to this place. Meantime, the court shall hear Bellario tell.
Your grace shall understand that at the receipt of your letter, I am very sick. But in this and that the messenger came, in loving visitation was with me a young doctor of Rome. His name is Balthazar. I acquainted him with the cause and controversy between the Jew and Antonio the merchant. We turned over many books together. He is furnished with my opinion, which, better than his own learning, comes of my importunity to feel like a great request in my stead. I beseech you, let not lack of years be no impediment to letting like a reverend estimation, for I never knew so young a body with so old a head.
You hear, Bellario, what he writes. Here I take it is the doctor come. Give me your hand. Have you from old Bellario?
I did, my lord.
You're welcome. Take your place. Are you acquainted with the difference that hold this present question in the court?
I am thoroughly informed of the cause. Which here is the Jew and which the merchant?
Antonio, an old Shylock, both sent forth.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
Of a strange nature is the suit that you follow, but in such a rule that the Venetian law cannot impugn you as you do proceed. You stand within his danger, do you not?
Aye, so he says.
You confess the bond?
I do.
Then must the Jew be merciful.
On what compulsion must I? Tell me that.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven onto his face beneath. 'Tis twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes a throne monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above the sceptred sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself, an earthly power that doth show like as God's mercy seasons justice. Though I consider the justice of thy plea, you consider this. In the course of justice, no one shall see salvation. We pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the need of mercy. I have spoken thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea, which if thou follow, the strict court of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there.
My deeds upon my head! I crave the law, the penalty, and forfeit of my bond.
Well, is he not able to discharge the money?
Yes, he already tendered for him in the court, gave twice the sum. If this will not suffice, I will be bound to pay 10 times more. I'll forfeit of my head, my heart. If that will not suffice, I beseech you, rest once the law to your authority. To do a great right, do a little wrong, and curb this cruel devil of his will.
It cannot be. There is no power in Venice that can alter a decree established. It will be accorded for a president.
A Daniel come to judgment. Oh, wise young judge, how do I honor thee?
I pray you, let me look upon the bond.
Here it is, most reverend doctor, here it is.
But Shylock, there is thrice thy money offered.
An oath, an oath. I have an oath in heaven. Shall I lay perjury upon my soul? No, not for Venice.
This bond is forfeit, and lawfully by this, the Jew may claim a pound of flesh to be cut nearest this merchant's heart. Be merciful, take thrice thy money. I bid thee tear the bond.
When it is paid according to the tenor. It doth appear you are a worthy judge. You know the law. I charge you by the law, of which you are well deserving.
Thus it is. You must lay bare your bosom. Prepare for his knife.
Oh, wise young judge, how much elder art thou in thy looks?
The intent and purpose of the law is focused in these acts. And I tell you, lay bare his bosom and take your justice.
A sentence. Come, prepare!
Terry! There's something else. The bond give thee no jot of blood. The words expressed are a pound of flesh. Take then thy bond, take then thou pound of flesh. But if thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood in the cutting of it, all thy goods and lands are confiscated unto the state of Venice.
Oh, upright judge, mark to an upright judge.
Set the law.
You shalt see the act yourself, thou urgest justice, and while be sure thou shalt receive justice more than thou desirest.
Learned judge, mark to a learned judge.
I take this offer then. Pay me the bond thrice and let the Christian go.
Here it is.
No haste, soft. You shall have nothing but the penalty. Why doth the Jew pause?
Give me my principal and let me go.
You shall have nothing but merely the bond in your forfeit. That will be taken at thy peril, Jew.
Shall I not have barely my principal?
Thou shalt have your bond.
Well, then the devil will give him good of it. I'll stay no longer questioned.
Terry! There is another thing that the law doth have a hold on you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice, if it be proven against an alien that by direct or indirect attempt seeks the life of any citizen, the party against where he doth contrive shall seize one half of his goods, the other half comes to the privy coffer of the state. And the offender's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only. Down therefore and beg for the life of the Duke.
Then thou shalt see the difference of our spirits. I'm sorry for the life for that basket. What half thy will, it is Antonio's. The other half comes to the general state, which compromise may drive into the fine.
Nay, take my life. Spare not that. You take my house when you doth take the prop that doth sustain my house. You take my life when you take the means whereby I live.
Clerk, draw a deed of gift.
So please my lord the Duke and all the court to pay the fine for one half of his goods. I am content, but two things more. So that for this favor, he presently become a Christian. The other, that he do record a gift, here in this court, of all he does possess, and to his son Lorenzo and his daughter.
Art thou content to do? What dost thou say?
I'm content.
Then the deed.
I pray you, give me leave from here. I am not well. Send the deed after me,
Can't be
and I will sign it.
but do it. Young man, I entreat you home with me to dinner.
I must honor thy pardon, but I must await a Padua this night.
I am sorry that your serves you not. Antonio, gratify this gentleman, for in my mind you are much bound to him.
Most worthy gentlemen, I and my friend have by your wisdom today been acquitted of grievous penalties. And if there were 3,000 rebels you wanted to do, we fully conquer courteously and all.
I shall take my leave. I'm well satisfied, and I have helped you, and therefore consider myself well paid.
Of course, dear sir, I must attempt to further. Take some remembrance as a tribute.
That pushed me far, and therefore I shall yield myself. I will take your gloves and wear them for thy sake. And I shall have your ring. Don't drop out your hand. I will have nothing else, and your love will not deny me this.
Dear sir, alas, it is a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this.
You taught me how to beg, and now methinks you teach me how to beg or shall be answered. I shall have nothing but the ring.
There's more depends on this ring than the value of it. Dearest ring of Venice will I give you, only this one I pray you pardon me.
This excuse serves many men to save their gifts. And if your woman not be a mad wife, then she know how much I have deserved it. But I will take my leave. Peace be with you.
My lord Bassanio, lend him out the ring, that his deservings and my love will be valued against your wife's commandment.
That's sound. Run and overtake him. Give him the ring and bring him backhands unto Antonio's house. Oh wait, make haste. And early in the morning, we will fly towards the house.
Inquire the Jew's house out and give him the deed and let him sign it. We shall be well away by tonight, and it'll be a day before our husband's home. The seat will be well welcomed by Lorenzo.
Fair sirs, you are well retained. My lord Bassanio has sent you here this ring, and doth entreat your company at dinner.
That cannot be. His ring I do accept most thankfully. I pray you furthermore tell him, and show my niece old Shylock's house.
That will I do.
Sir, I will speak with you.
I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make this ring to keep forever.
Thou mayest, I warrant. We shall have old squire with them that they did give our rings away tonight. Well, I'll face them and I'll swear them too. Away, make haste. Thou knowest where I will tarry. Come, sir, will you show me his house?
In such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise. In such a night, Troilus methinks mounted the Trojan walls, and sighed his soul towards the Grecian tents, where Cressid lay that night.
In such a night did Thisbe fearfully overtrip the dew, and saw the lion's shadow ere himself, and ran, dismayed, away.
In such a night stood Medea, with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks, and wafted her love to come again to Carthage.
In such a night did Medea gather the enchanted herbs that did renew Ovid.
In such a night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with an unthrift love did run from Venice, as far as Belmont.
In such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, stealing her soul with many vows of faith, and never a true one.
In such a night did pretty Jessica, like a little shrew, slander her love, and he forgave her.
I would outnight you did nobody come, but hark, I think pudding of a man.
Who comes so fast in silence of the night?
A friend.
Friend? What friend? Your name, I pray you, friend?
Stefano is my name, and I bring word my missions will before the break of day be here at Belmont. I pray you, is my master yet returned?
He is not, nor we have not heard of him. Go we in, I pray you, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of the house. Who calls?
How do you see Master Lorenzo? Master Lorenzo!
Leave Polly, man. Here.
Where?
Here.
Tell him there's a post come from my master with his horn full of good news. My master will be here in the morning.
Sweet soul, let's in. I dare expect their coming. Yet no matter. Why should we go in? How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit and let the sound of music feed our ears. Soft stillness in the night become the touches of sweet harmony. Stay, Jessica. Look how the floor of heaven is thick and laid with patines of bright gold. There's not the smallest one which thou beholdest, but in its motion like an angel's is. Such harmony is an immortal soul. But whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. Come home, and make Diana with him. With sweetest touches pierce your mistress's ear, and bring her home with music.
I'm never married when I hear sweet music.
The reason is, your spirits are attentive. For do but note a wild and wanton herd, or race of youthful and unhandled colts, bellowing and neighing loud, as is the hot condition of their blood. If any air of music touch their ears, you shall perceive them make a mutual stand, their savage eyes turned to a modest gaze by the sweet power of music. Not so stockish, hard, and full of rage, but music for the time that changes nature. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. Let no such man be trusted. Mark the music.
The light you see burning in our hall. How far that little candle doth grow steam. So shines a good deed in a naughty world.
When the moon shone, we did not see the candle.
So doth the greater glory none the less. A substitute shines brightly as a king until the king divine. Music, hark!
It is your music, madam. The house.
Nothing is good without respect. Methinks it sounds much sweeter than by day.
Silence bestows that virtue of madam. The crowd must sing as sweetly as a lark when he hears the herald, and I think the nightingale, if she should sing by day whenever it uses cackling, will be thought no better musician than the wren.
How many things be seasoned by a seasoned second are to their right? Praise and true perfection.
Dear lady, welcome home.
We have been praying for our husband's health. Have they returned?
They are not yet, but there has come a messenger before to signify their coming.
Nerissa, go inside and tell the servants to take no note at all of our absence being hence. Nor you, Jessica. This night
Your husband is at hand, and here is trumpet. Fear no telltales, madam. Fear you not.
This night methinks is by the daylight sick. 'Tis a day, it looks a little paler, and a day such as the sun is hid.
We should hold day with the antipodes if you would walk in absence of the sun.
I shall give light, but I shall not be light. For a light woman doth give a heavy husband. Thou very welcome, my lord.
Thank you, madam. This is the man. This is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound.
You should be bound to him, for I heard that he's much bound to you.
No more than I'm well equipped to know.
You're welcome. I must stand in another way than words, so I stand to speak in courtesy.
On yonder moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. Will he get that habit, since you do take it, love, so much apart?
Quarrel, ho. Already, what's the matter?
About a hoop of gold, a pottery ring that she did give me, whose posy was like a knife, about cutler's poetry. Love me and leave me not.
But Tapio, the cozy well, you swore to me what I had given you, that you would wear it to the hour of death, and that it should lie with you in your grave. Thou not for me, but for your vehement oaths you be respected and have captain. Give it a judge's clerk. No God's my judge. The clerk will ne'er wear hair on face I've had it.
He will, and if he live to be a man.
I, the woman, live to be a man.
By this hand, I gave it to the judge's clerk, a pretty boy, no taller than myself.
You were to blame. I must be playing with you. Part so slightly with your wife's first gift. And a thing attached upon your finger, so riveted with oaths. I gave my lover a ring, and made him swear to never part with it. And here he stands. He would not give the ring away for the masters that the world offers. So, in grieving Graziano, you gave your life too unkind of a grief. And toward me, I would be mad at it.
Why? I were but at best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it.
My lord Bassanio gave his ring away, unto the judge's clerk that begged him and he deserved it too.
What ring gave you, my lord? Not the one which you received of me, I hope.
I could add a lie to a fault. I would deny it, but you see, my finger hath not the ring upon it, it is gone.
So void is your false-hearted truth. I will never come into your bed until I see the ring.
Nor I yours till I get to mine.
Sweet Portia, if you did not to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and could conceive for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring when naught would be accepted but the ring, I think you would abate the strength of your displeasure.
If you had known the virtue of the ring, or half the worthiness that contains the ring, or the honor to hold the ring, you would have not parted with the ring. What man is there so unreasonable? Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I would have died for that ring, but some woman had it.
No, by my honor, madam, by my soul, no woman had it, but a civil doctor which did refuse 3,000 ducats, and begged the ring, the which I did deny him and suffered him to go displeased away. What should I say, sweet lady? I wasn't forced to send it after him. My honor will not let ingratitude so much base merit. Pardon me, good lady, for by these blessed candles of the night, had you been there, I think you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor.
Don't let ever come that doctor near my house. I shall become as liberal as you. I'll not deny him anything. No, not my body, nor my husband's bed. Know him I shall. Make sure of it.
And I, his clerk, therefore be well advised how to leave me to my protection.
And if he does, I'll mar the old clerk's pen.
I am happy subject of this quarrel.
Grieve you not, you are welcome withstanding.
Sweet Portia, pardon this fault, and I never more will break an oath with thee.
I once did lend my body for his wealth, which but bring that at your husband's ring at Puebla Miscarrier. I dare be bound again. I saw upon the forfeit that your lord shall never more break faith advisedly.
Well then, you shall be assured you. Give him this ring and bid him to keep it better than the first.
Lord Bassanio, swear to keep this ring.
By heaven, it is the same I gave the doctor.
Pardon me, because with that ring, the doctor lay with me.
Pardon me, my gentle Graziano, for this same crowded boy, the judge's clerk, eluded us last night, did lie with me.
Our weak cuckolds area deserted.
Speak not so grossly. You shall be amazed, for Portia was the doctor, and Nerissa her clerk. Antonio, I also have good news for you. 3 of your argosies have now suddenly come back to Harvard. And Nerissa also has something for you.
It will give you without a fee. Very ready to you and Jessica from the rich Jew, special to the gift. After your death, what would I possess of?
Fair ladies, you drop manna in the way of starving people.
I haven't yet entered my house, and the sun is almost up, so let us go in.
Let it be so.